The world is currently watching the ultimate endgame play out in real time as Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce face a storm of retirement and pregnancy rumors that threaten to change the face of the NFL and the music industry forever. This is not just a rumor fueled by fan theories. It is a calculated shift in the most powerful brand in entertainment history. For over 2 years, we have seen the high-profile romance dominate every headline. But as of late December 2025, the narrative is shifting from red carpets to nursery rooms and early exits. Just days ago, an explosive claim from one of the most respected voices in sports media sent the internet into a tailspin, suggesting that the Kansas City Chiefs star isn't just tired of the game, but that he is actively being urged to walk away for a very specific, life-changing reason. This is no longer just about football or pop music. It is about a coordinated pivot that involves millions of dollars in brand equity, a looming 2026 wedding in Italy, and a potential new addition to the family that would make this the biggest story of the decade. Today, we are breaking down the evidence, the financial motives, and the receipts that suggest the Kelce era might be ending much sooner than anyone expected. The common belief among fans is that Travis Kelce will continue to push through his late 30s to chase more rings, while Taylor finishes her transition into her next musical era. People want to believe in the tireless athlete and the unstoppable pop star, who can balance it all indefinitely. But the superior reality, backed by recent industry leaks and suspiciously timed public comments, points toward a much more calculated departure. We are looking at a roadmap that leads directly away from the gridiron and toward a life of domestic bliss and Hollywood domination. In this investigation, we are going to answer 3 major questions that every fan is asking right now. First, what exactly did Bill Simmons say that essentially confirmed the pregnancy rumors? Second, why does Travis's current NFL contract make a 2026 retirement the only logical financial move? And third, how do the recently revealed holiday plans and podcast slips from the Kelce family reveal the truth about their upcoming private life? We have mapped out the timelines, pulled the recent filings, and spoken with PR strategists to show you the playbook that the public wasn't supposed to see until after the Super Bowl. Our team has cross-referenced real estate filings and sports contract incentives to prove that the couple is currently in a nesting phase that the NFL is not prepared for. While the pregnancy rumors are what everyone is talking about, we have to start with the money, because in the world of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, every move is a business move. Per financial analysis of Travis's current deal with the Chiefs, his incentives are heavily front-loaded, meaning the financial reward for playing another season is significantly lower than the potential earnings of his off-field ventures. According to experts speaking to Forbes on December 21, 2025, Travis has already secured the bulk of his career earnings through savvy investments in tequila brands, production companies, and the massive New Heights podcast empire. The reality is that Travis no longer needs the NFL paycheck to maintain a billionaire-adjacent lifestyle. In fact, staying in the league might be costing him money. According to a PR strategist we consulted, the Kelce brand is currently at its peak value. If he retires while he is still a champion and a romantic lead, he can command upwards of $50 million a year in broadcasting and endorsement deals without ever taking another hit on the field. The risk of a late career injury during an average season, like the one the Chiefs are currently having, could damage that marketability. We've seen other legends like Tom Brady wait too long to walk away, and industry insiders suggest Taylor's management team is advising Travis to exit while the fairy tale narrative is at its highest point. The payout here is simple. The end game isn't just a song title, it is a financial exit strategy that has been in the works since their engagement was first reported in August 2025. This financial pivot is the foundation for everything else we are seeing. This brings us to the most shocking piece of evidence in this entire saga. According to a bombshell report by The News on December 23, 2025, the entire conversation around this couple changed in an instant during a sports broadcast. Famous analyst Bill Simmons made an offhand remark during a discussion about the Chiefs' recent struggles that felt less like a theory and more like an accidental leak of insider information. Simmons was discussing the team's defeat to the Titans when he urged Travis to just end the thing and fake an injury, but it was his specific phrasing that stopped everyone in their tracks. Simmons claims that Travis is getting married to Taylor Swift and having a kid with her, implying that the decision is already made and the nursery is already being painted. This wasn't framed as a what if or a maybe. It was delivered as a matter of fact. Per the broadcast transcript, Simmons pointed to Travis's lifestyle, noting that he flies private everywhere and has top-tier security, suggesting there is no reason for him to risk his health in a losing season when his family life is about to explode in scale. This moment serves as our first major receipt because it aligns perfectly with the shift in Travis's public demeanor. He has gone from being the life of the party to a man who is increasingly protective of his personal time, even as the media pressure reaches an all-time high. The sports world is buzzing with the idea that Simmons didn't just guess, he spoke to someone in the inner circle who confirmed that the baby era has officially begun. But the leaks aren't just coming from sports analysts, they're coming from within the family. Per a report from Reality Tea on December 24, 2025, the internal family dynamics are also leaking through the very platform that made Travis a household name outside of football. During a Christmas Eve episode of the New Heights podcast, Kelce, Travis's sister-in-law, put Travis on the spot about his boldest claims about Taylor. While Travis joked about never fighting with her, the tone was vastly different from previous years. There was a sense of finality in the way they discussed the current season. According to the podcast audio, Travis emphasized that this is a unique time in his life and noted that while he has a few games left, he knows when the season ends this year. This is a massive departure from his usual "I'll play until the wheels fall off" attitude. We also noticed a strange moment where Jason Kelce mentioned new additions to the holiday traditions, a comment that seemed to make Travis noticeably quiet. According to fan analysis of the 4K video stream, Travis's reaction was one of a man holding on to a secret he isn't allowed to share yet. Furthermore, Taylor herself made a rare appearance on the podcast earlier this month, where she talked about her upcoming projects, including her new work titled The Life of a Showgirl. Industry insiders are pointing to the title of her new album and her focus on personal autonomy as a sign that she is clearing her schedule for something major in 2026. When you combine a wedding in Italy, a new album cycle, and an NFL star talking about the unique end of his year, the pregnancy rumors start to look less like fan fiction and more like a logical conclusion. According to a report from Just Jared on December 24th, Travis recently revealed that the best gift he ever gave Taylor was a high-end kitchen appliance, a domestic detail that fans are dissecting as proof of their nesting phase. While this sounds like a small detail, in the world of celebrity PR, these humanizing anecdotes are often used to bridge the gap between a high-octane career and a quiet retirement. We also have to look at the receipts from the Chiefs' locker room. According to insiders cited by sports outlets on December 23, 2025, the Chiefs' brutal loss against the Los Angeles Chargers was attended by almost the entire Kelce family and Taylor herself. This level of family presence is usually reserved for major career milestones or final games. There is a palpable sense of last dances in the air. The silence from the Chiefs' front office regarding Travis's future is deafening. Usually, a team would move quickly to shut down retirement talk for a franchise player, especially one as important as Travis, but the organization has remained surprisingly quiet. This suggests that the retirement roadmap we're discussing is an open secret within the league. We've seen reports from local Kansas City journalists who mention that Travis has been spending more time in the training room, not for recovery, but for what appears to be physical maintenance for a long-term post-football life. He's preserving himself for what comes next, not for the next game. Then there's the matter of the Italian wedding, which acts as the grand finale of this roadmap. According to reports from the Times of India on December 20th, the couple is already deep into wedding planning for a lavish ceremony in Lake Como for the summer of 2026. Why wait until 2026? Because it aligns perfectly with the end of Travis' Travis's current contractual obligations and the projected arrival of a new family member. Per luxury travel agents in the region, several high-end villas have been scouted for a multi-day event that would require the kind of security only a billionaire pop star could afford. This wedding isn't just a celebration, it's a branding event that will likely be the subject of a massive documentary deal. According to entertainment lawyers, a 2026 wedding allows for the maximum monetization of their relationship. By the time they say "I do," Travis will be a retired NFL legend, and Taylor will be at the peak of her showgirl era. It's a transition that has been meticulously mapped out to ensure that they remain the center of the cultural conversation without the grueling schedule of a professional athlete. The final piece of the puzzle is Taylor's subtle pivot in her career. Her recent focus on film directing and her upcoming album, which many believe will be her most personal and stationary project yet, suggests she is ready to stop the constant global touring. According to an industry deep dive by Variety on December 15th, Taylor's team has been looking into long-term residency options that would allow her to perform in one location rather than traveling the world.
This would be the perfect setup for a new mother and a retired husband. We are seeing two of the world's biggest stars align their schedules to create a life that is sustainable. The showgirl concept isn't just a theme, it is a lifestyle change. It is the move from the stadium to the theater, from the field to the booth, and from the tour bus to the nursery. When we look at all these pieces together, the Bill Simmons leak, the front-loaded contract, the domestic podcast slips, the locker room silence, and the Italian wedding plans, it becomes impossible to ignore the reality. The retirement roadmap is real, and the destination is closer than any of us thought. As we look at the final weeks of 2025, the summary is clear. We have a media titan in Bill Simmons claiming a pregnancy is a done deal. We have an athlete whose financial interests now lie in Hollywood and podcasting rather than on the field. And we have the biggest pop star in the world planning a massive destination wedding while pivoting her creative output toward her personal life. The insider takeaway here is that we are witnessing the most successful brand transition in entertainment history. Travis Kelce isn't being forced out of the NFL by age. He is being pulled out by a future that is significantly more lucrative and private. According to the timeline we've established, expect a formal announcement shortly after the season concludes, likely framed as a new chapter for the couple. This isn't just a breakup or a career change, it is the birth of a new dynasty that exists far away from the stadium lights. They have played the game perfectly, and now they are ready to collect the ultimate payout. To understand the full scope of how these celebrities manage their public personas and what might be coming next for the other power couples of 2025, you need to check out the Fresh Celebrity Tea playlist. It's the only way to see the full playbook before the rest of the world catches up with the reality of the retirement roadmap.